Okay, that time again, we're looking at rain, 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 and more rain. So I'm thinking some type of raised bed. And a few videos ago, we did some rope work. I want to bust into the archives and get the ropes out and create something outstanding. Okay, so here we are with the bottom of a creek bed. Now my camp is probably about 70 to 80 feet up that hill. And here's the problem. I need to grab this log and bring it to my base camp, and here's why. Something I haven't done before is show you how to take a down tree or a down log and make a raised bed. All we're gonna do is we're gonna take this log, find the halfway point, cut it in half. Now this gives me two options. I can do that right here and carry them out, which each piece is gonna probably weigh about 100 pounds, or create a pulley system and drag it up that hill. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna create something called a Versa tackle. I'm gonna put a timber hitch on one end, alpine butterfly loop, run it through there, up around a tree, make another alpine butterfly loop, and simply weave that rope between those pulleys. Okay, so in order to tie my timber hitch on here, I have to lift the log. So I'm gonna lift one end, slide this log underneath it. This way it'll give me some space to work with. So tying a timber hitch, all we're going to do is we're going to go underneath our log towards the front here. And I'm going to take my short end, go around the long end. It creates a seat right there. And from here we're going to twist it around 3 to 5 times minimum, or until the rope is gone. Then we're going to simply pull this tight. Okay, so there's our timber hitch, and I want to go ahead and create my midline loop. And I mentioned I want that to be an alpine butterfly loop. So we're going to give it some slack, and I'm going to go around my hand 3 times. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now from right here, I want to go ahead and take my middle one and go underneath, then over the next 2, then underneath again. And then simply pull my ends and make them tight. Then from here we can place our carabiner inside and move on. Okay, so we have our timber hitch and we have our alpine butterfly loop at the bottom. We're going to walk up this hill, and I think the rope is too short, so I may have to splice. If not, we're good to go. But to be honest, I hope we do splice, that way you can see how that works. And I'm thinking a double fisherman's knot. So yes, we are going to be short. Here's all I have left. So I'll go ahead and do my second alpine butterfly loop right here. Same thing, around twice. Take this one right here. I'm going to go underneath, over the top, and then underneath. And at this point, I'll pull both of these tight, and it forms that shape where I have my loop, and then 2 knots at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to splice this line using a double fisherman's knot. So I'm going to lay down one on top of the other. So the yellow one's on top. I'm going to go around it, over it. It creates an X right there. I'm going to come up and go through that X, meaning underneath. Then we'll pull it tight and dress it up. Now for this side, we're going to drop it down. We're going to go underneath. We're going to cross over, start creating that X. Now we're going to pass it underneath or through that X. and dress her up. Then from here, all we're going to do is we're going to pull it tight. Both the X's match up, and when I flip it, there should be 4 barrels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back down and around again. Okay, so we went around this a total of 2 times. So we got 2 pulleys. It's actually 4 times because you're going down and around, down and around, down and around. And the leftover is about 12 feet. So I want to do it 3 times, which gives me 6. And the way I look at it, if that weighs, say, 200 pounds, and I got 4 times on here, I should be pulling around 25 pounds. So let's see if that's actually accurate. I'm guessing it's not, because that thing's waterlogged, but it sure beats trying to put a 200 to 300 pound log on my shoulder. Not saying I can't do it, and carrying it uphill. So here we go. All right. All right, that sucks. It's the equivalent of taking a 35 pound, maybe a 40 pound, or even 45 pound Olympic plate from the gym, putting a rope on it and pulling it uphill. It sucks. But does it work? Yes. And you see, we're only pulling it a fraction of the way. What's happening on my far end over here by my tree is it wants to slip around that tree. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking we go back to the video where I pulled that bed up that cliff. I'm gonna lock this end down. I'm just gonna wrap it around the tree and pull a bite through it. It's gonna be self-locking. Then I can do the exact same thing and it won't slip. So whatever the distance is between the carabiners should pull up that hill. Theoretically, it sounds cool. Let's give her a shot. So all I do is take a bite, go around the tree twice, and lock it off with the carabiner. Now it shouldn't move. If the tree's diameter was larger, it wouldn't have slipped. On something small like this with smooth bark, you have a chance of slipping, so we'll fix that problem right now and get her done. Okay, here we go. Round 2, fight. Corporals lattice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. Okay, so starting here, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and change. And cut it right there. Talented AF. Okay, so we're off the ground a good 8 inches. My tarp is also about 8 inches. So any water wants to flow through here to flow under my tarp, under my bed, and exit that way. So I'm happy with that. Now, what I'm thinking about is our fire pit. I also want some sort of chair, that way I can sit up. You know, I can sit right here and it'd be good to go, but if I go ahead and stake this bad boy out into an A-frame, I can't do that. So I'm thinking some sort of chair, fire pit, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we have 1 and 2. I'm thinking lash it with an arbor knot, arbor knot, arbor knot, arbor knot, put a horizontal across here, and then I can hang my seat, or my swing seat, right here. Outstanding. Okay, so now it's time for the bacon grease test. Looks good. Sounds good. Outstanding. Okay, so we're working on our seat. We're arbor tied in 3 spots. Now I want to hang this bad boy. I'm going to do that using a scaffold hitch. And I've shown this probably about 5 or 6 videos ago. So here we go. We're going to go around 3 times. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now, taking this one right here, we're going to place it into the center. Now, taking our outside one, we're going to put it over top of our plank. And then pull it tight. we go. Check this out. Oh yeah. Pump it, baby. Wee! Wee! Birch bark and a ferro rod. Okay, chow time. Now, just the other day I was checking out my videos for this year, and it dawned on me that I haven't cooked breakfast at all. I mean, not once. We had some, dehydrated meals or some yogurt, things like that, but I haven't actually cooked breakfast in the morning. So guess what? Tomorrow, all my chow that I'm saving right now, we'll cook that tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I want to try out this Stowaway Gourmet. Now, I'm getting involved in this overland camping, and these things are virtually weightless. They are dehydrated meals. But they're top end, they're high dollar. I think they're around 14 or 15 bucks for one of these, and there's actual chunks of meat in it. It's not that crap you buy at Walmart that's at Mountain House or whatever. These things are the gourmet shit. So, I want to go ahead and try this out. Bison beer, black bean chili. So we'll give this a go. All we got to do here is add a cup and a half of boiling water and set for 10 minutes. So, let's get her done. If you like what you see here, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. Then take it a step further. Grab your cell phone, download the free YouTube app, and sign in. This will give you push notifications when my new videos drop. There we go. Bison beer, black bean chili. It's actually really good. This is outstanding. Put some bacon in there, be good to go. Now the downside, black beans. So I'll be probably up half the night, but too good to pass up. Get you all in a few. I'm digging this swing. Tell you what, at least we're off the ground. This heat though is relentless. It's supposed to have rained earlier and it didn't. Now it's pushed off till about midnight, but we're looking at 90% humidity still. This sucks. So thank you to everyone who's watching, not just my subs, but everyone else who's watching and entertaining what I'm doing. What I'm trying to say is they see me doing something else and they're going to support me no matter what, and I appreciate that. That means a lot. And speaking of support, YouTube has that new super thank you at the bottom of the screen. And a lot of people have been hitting that. I've not told anybody about that because I don't want someone thinking I'm trying to get donations, so I left it alone. But a lot of people have donated to that. And one or two people actually said, hey man, there was no bacon last week, here's $5. Well, I appreciate that. So guess what? I bought bacon. I appreciate it. And once again, thank you to all my subs, all my old subs, all my new subs. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are the reason why I'm here. And I know my subs and my legion when you guys leave comments. Oh, it's getting darker a lot earlier. So we'll go ahead and end this off. Thank you to all my subs, all my old subs, all my new subs. Thank you to everybody who watches my channel. I appreciate it. Without you, I'm nothing. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I appreciate all your comments, concerns, and help. I really do. Thank you. With that, I'm hitting the rack. It rained off and on all last night. Fire's out. Man, that sucks. Time for breakfast. Community coffee. Different, but good. It was a gift, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I give you the Corporal McMuffin. Oh man, that was outstanding. Been a long time since we made breakfast out here. Well, breakfast for breakfast, and this is good. Catch you all in a few. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this shelter. A lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. The first thing we did is we created a pulley system called a Versa Tackle. V-E-R-S-A tackle, Versa Tackle. And that consisted of 2 carabiners and 1 rope, which became 2 ropes, and we spliced that rope using a double fisherman's knot. From there, we went ahead and drug this log up here, sawed it in half, and then went ahead and built our shelter. Good. Okay, so from there we went ahead and took both of our logs that we cut in half and staked them out there and there, and then landed our logs lengthwise for our bedding. Boom, 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 boom. We hung a ridge line using our non-used rope and a modified rope tackle or trucker's hitch on one end, followed by a Marline spike hitch over here. Both of them give you a quick release. And at that point, we hung our tarp in an A-frame configuration, giving that extra 8-inch gap on both sides so that the water, if it were to flow across here, it would actually go under the tarp versus build up against the tarp, and then continue flowing under the bed and out of my camp. So I'm happy with this. We had a wider bed, and believe it or not, logs are therapeutic. Okay, so last but not least, we created this archway right here and added a swing seat. Now, I attempted this probably about 5 or 6 videos ago, and it worked out well, but we had a table right here which kind of impeded the movement. So the area in front of me and behind me is wide open. So now I can make like my girl Miley Cyrus and come in like a wrecking ball. And there you go, solo overnight building a simple bushcraft camp. More great things to come. As always, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. One on my Amazon influencer page and 2 on my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. And if you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. Now please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.